Well, it's a Spurs win, but it's a very Spursy win. I mean, you could have guessed before this game that Brighton, particularly at home, were going to have more of the possession, which they did, and Spurs were going to rely on the break. I mean, it's as simple as that. This is what this game was all about. It was all about who was going to take the chances when they came along. Tottenham didn't have many. In fact, the goal that Kane scored isn't particularly a great chance. It's a ball that's zinged from Kane Son into the box, and Harry Kane adjusts himself and heads it into a glancing header into the side netting. I mean, not really a great chance. And actually, I don't think Spurs really had any great chances in the game. As far as Brighton's concerned, if Harry Kane had been playing for Brighton today, Brighton would have won the game. You know, you talk about having lots of possession and having lots of possession in the final third and just not being able to break down this Tottenham defence. Lloris made a couple of saves, but there were saves that you expect him to make. But I guess if you were going to hand any praise to Spurs, it would be defensively. Eric Dyer marshaled his troops well, got bodies in front of shots, and really just snuffed Brighton's attack out. So, again, a very Spursy performance, but it's 3 points, and they're sitting, third place. Can you name me any team that Conte has managed that has released his player, or that has played open, flowing, attacking football? It's not his makeup. It's not the way his teams that he's managed have played. It's not the way this Tottenham side plays, and I don't see it changing. Organised at the back, solid in the middle, and then of course going forward. I mean, on the day, absolute dynamite. Min Son, Harry Kane they played two up front today. Richarlison came off the bench later, but it was a 3-5-2, which was a little different for Conte, probably because of last weekend against Arsenal, where they lost the middle of the park. Well, actually today, a 3-5-2, they probably lost the middle of the park as well, because as I said, Brighton were the side that had the ball more, and Brighton were the side that were pushing forward. So it has to come, this sort of attitude has to come from Conte, regardless of the setup, regardless of whether it's two up front or three up front. They're always a side that are going to sit tight and then try and take advantage of situations. They're not going to start a game getting after anybody. Get used to it. This is what Spurs are under Conte. And you have to say right now, it's successful to a certain degree. I think if you're Harry Kane, there has to be times when you do look around the league and look at teams like City or the way Liverpool play, or even the way Brighton play. You know, he must sometimes think, you know, I'd love to play on a side that just creates so many opportunities and just plays their way into the opposition's penalty box. He has to think like that now and again, but I would say he probably does just now and again, because if he was thinking about this all the time, then it would definitely affect him. And right now, he's just being Harry Kane. He works hard for the team. He understands it's all about the team. And of course, with the quality he has, he's the man that's going to finish off any good moves that they create. So, yeah, I'm sure any, not just Harry Kane, but any striker in the league that's not a Man City in particular, would love to be up top for them. You know, I think of Brighton and I think of Serbi taking over a job, and very rarely do you get a job as a manager in a situation where the team's doing well. You know, usually you get a job when the team's struggling. You know, they got rid of the manager because they can't win a game, they can't play any football. Serbi's going into this side. It's playing great football. They will win the majority. Well, they will win the fair share of games. And I think Serbi's done a smart thing, and it looks as though he's really not changed anything. Everybody's coming out with the saying of if it's not broken, don't fix it, and I'm going to do the same. So yeah, Brighton are going to, they'll probably finish up top half of the Premier League. maybe sneak into the European spots, but only if they can start taking more of the chances they create, because they do create a lot of half chances, but they really just don't seem to be able to take enough of them.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.